Hello everybody and welcome to STR Wrestling Review. I am your host Saber, and in today's episode we're going to be reviewing last week's episode of Friday Night Smackdown, which aired on July 4th, 2025. So before anyone came to the ring, Solo Sikoa was outside in his car with the US Championship. And Jacob Fatu comes to the car, attacking Solo Sikoa by pulling him out of the car. When the rest of the Bloodline tries to help Solo Sikoa, he starts attacking them as well. But security comes and ruins the fun. But when someone actually does come to the ring, it was the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who started his message off by thanking a fan in the crowd that's battling leukemia. But after that nice message, he said that he's gonna fight John Cena at SummerSlam. Who comes out next? The Viper, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. Randy's there to say that he could have become the king of the ring if he hasn't hesitated. But Cody Rhodes didn't hesitate, and he respects him for that. And he asks Cody Rhodes to promise that he will not hesitate when fighting John Cena. Drew McIntyre comes, and he says, Cody Rhodes, you've just been buttering up Randy Orton. And one day soon, you're gonna stab him in the back. He also mentions that the legend of Randy Orton is dead, and that he wants Cody Rhodes to win against John Cena so he can fight Cody Rhodes to win it for himself. He says that when they fight for the undisputed WWE Championship, he's not gonna hesitate, unlike somebody, Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre then gets the RKO before Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton stare at each other. For the first match of the evening, we saw the Secret Service, Alba Fire, and Piper Niven face Michin and B-Fab, who are also facing the Queen, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. Right away, Flair takes herself in. Almost right away in the match, Michin delivers a kick to Charlotte Flair and Piper Niven. Piper Niven would deliver a cannonball to Michin and B-Fab. At one point, the Sister Abigail was lined up on B-Fab, but Michin saved the day. We would also see a Canadian destroyer from Alba Fire to Michin. Niven would then deliver a black hole to B-Fab. Charlotte Flair would deliver a spear to Piper Niven. Flair is about to deliver a moonsault to Alba Fire and Piper Niven. But before she does it, she pats Alexa Bliss on the head, unknowingly tagging her in. After delivering the move, Charlotte Flair kicked Chelsea Green off of the apron. But since she was legal, Alexa Bliss delivered a Twisted Bliss to Alba Fire and Piper Niven. This got their team the win because she pinned Alba Fire. Immediately after the win, they'd hug, despite being allies of convenience. For the next match, we would see Chris Sabin, Johnny Gargano, Berto, and Montez Ford face the Wyatt Six. One of the first moves in the match was a crossbody from Berto to Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy would do his own move to Berto, which was a clothesline. When Dexter Lumis got tagged in, Berto kicked him in the head. When Johnny Gargano got tagged in, he went in the ring and tried to convince Dexter Lumis that they were family. Not the Wyatt Six, but him. Let's just say it did not work, because he got a strike to the face and a body slam. Chris Sabin would come in the ring to stop the pin. Then Uncle Howdy from the other team came in the ring as well. And before you know it, every member of both teams would come in the ring. And Nikki Cross from the Wyatt Six, since she wasn't in the match, she still was on the apron. But because every member of both teams were in the ring, they all started brawling. Eric Rowan grabbed Johnny Gargano and Berto by the neck. But Montez Ford and Chris Sabin saved the day by kicking him in the stomach. When the two others were free, that entire team super kicked Eric Rowan over the top rope. When the match started going as planned, at least as planned with the Wyatt Sixes in the match, they started attacking Montez Ford. Montez Ford would tag in Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin would deliver a missile dropkick to Dexter Lumis. Chris Sabin then took out the entire Wyatt Six. Montez Ford then jumped on Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis. Uncle Howdy, though, slammed Chris down into the mat. But when that was over, Chris Sabin delivered a DDT to Eric Rowan. When Chris Sabin tried to tag in Johnny Gargano, It looked like Johnny Gargano was going to accept the tag. But when he saw the face of Dexter Lumis, he pulled back his hand and jumped off the apron. Chris Sabin even cried and yelled to try and get Johnny Gargano back up. But it didn't work because he got absolutely wrecked by Dexter Lumis. Finally, to pick up the win, Eric Rowan delivered an Iron Claw Slam to Chris Sabin. In the next segment, Tiffany Stratton comes out, and soon after she does, Jade Cargill does. Tiffany Stratton says that she has a surprise, and that surprise is Trish Stratus. Tiffany gives Trish Stratus the chance to face her for her title at Evolution. And of course she accepts, but she also says how happy she is that Evolution even just exists, how much work her and all the other women put in to having something like this happen. In a quick backstage moment, Solo Sikoa announces the new name of his faction, and the faction name is officially My Family Tree. But in the next match, we would see Fraxium face Andrade and Rey Fenix. Early on in the match, Nathan Frazer jumps on Andrade, and Axiom jumps on Rey Fenix, and they both do this twice to each person, until Fraxium started to just team on Rey Fenix. But Rey Fenix fought back by delivering a DDT to Axiom. Andrade even started attacking Axiom with a flying forearm. He would then switch his attention from Axiom to Nathan Frazer, because he delivered the Three Amigos. Rey Fenix would do the same as well, because he delivered a frog splash. But Nathan would get his revenge by doing a superplex to Rey Fenix. Axiom would get in on the action by delivering a super kick to Phoenix's jaw. Axiom delivered a Spanish fly off the top rope. Nathan Frazer would deliver a crazy splash to Andrade. When Rey Fenix tried to get in the ring to stop the count, Axiom would also come in the ring to try and stop Rey Fenix. But Rey Fenix delivered a crazy move to Axiom onto the back of Nathan Frazer. Eventually, Andrade would pin Nathan Frazer to pick up the win. In the main event, Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso faced JC Mateo and Solo Sikoa. Almost right away, Solo delivered a spinning solo slam to Big Jim. But Big Jim would deliver his own Samoan drop to JC Mateo. Both Solo and Jacob Fatu were tagged in at the same time. Jacob Fatu would attack Solo Sikoa with headbutts. When JC Mateo got in the ring, Jacob Fatu would deliver a series of super kicks and hip attacks to both Solo and JC Mateo. Solo tried to deliver a Samoan spike, but it was dodged into an Impaler DDT from Jacob Fatu. Fatu would also deliver a mighty moonsault to Solo Sikoa for the win. Jacob Fatu then went out of the ring to clear the announcer's table. Jacob then put Solo onto the desk, climbed the top rope, but got attacked by Tala Tonga. Jimmy Uso tried to fight him off, but Tonga Loa came and started fighting him. JC Mateo came and delivered a tour of the islands to Big Jim. Solo would even deliver a Samoan spike to Jacob Fatu. This faction, now known as My Family Tree, would even throw Jacob Fatu through the reinforced announcer's desk. Though it was a good SmackDown, especially because we saw Trish Stratus, I realized that every single match was a tag team match, whether it was an 8-man tag team match or a normal tag team match. Now, I like some tag team matches, but with every single match in the event it gets a little boring. But overall, I thought it was pretty good. So everyone, this was my review, this was my recap of Friday Night SmackDown. I am your host, Saber, and you have been watching STR Wrestling Review. I hope you liked this video, so thank you for watching.